Hi, beloveds. This is Tamala, your empowerment priestess. And today we're going to talk about what do you do as a person who's trying to elevate their vibration, who's trying to really come into their own as far as personal empowerment. What do you do when you mess up? What do you do when you hurt somebody's feelings? What do you do if you break the rules? What do you do if you don't do what's expected of you? What do you do when you just all out fuck up? That's what we're going to talk about today. Remember to take a moment to subscribe and click the bell so that you get notifications when I upload new content every Wednesday. So, what are mistakes? And why do we have such trouble with making them? Well, mistakes are part of being a human. And as we have come into a physical body, when we're born, we begin to learn and acquire information from our parents, from our surroundings, from our society and culture, from our education, right? And our humanness has decided that there are things that are right or wrong, that there are judgments, that there are aspects of good and bad, that there are aspects of things that are acceptable and unacceptable, and judgment has become a real predominant force on the planet. And so from that judgment, then comes a resulting response of shame or devaluement or feeling less than. And so what we're doing right now as a society on the whole planet right now is we're coming into the understanding that all beings are worthy and valuable and important, and we're having to fight through all of this disconnection that has been planted into the planet. And so that's why there's so much going on with race relations, with immigration, with rules and laws, with the masculine and the feminine, with all of these things all over the planet right now. It's because this is what we're dealing with, is all of this judgment and separation. And so it's really important for us to know that part of that judgment and negativity is the idea that we're not allowed to make mistakes. Because if you make a mistake, you're not good enough, you're not worthy, you're stupid, you're unimportant, you're shameful, you should know better, right? All of those things and a million other things that have been spoken or felt or acknowledged with people. And so what needs to shift around that is this, and this is primary. If you do not make mistakes, you cannot learn how to do anything. And that may be like a mind-blowing idea for folks, but it's true. If you just go out and do things right the first time, every time, you're never going to learn anything. You're never going to expand. You're never going to grow. You're never going to understand the depth and the breadth and the width of what you could possibly have been doing. And so as we make mistakes, what happens is we're able to really see new areas of opportunity for us to expand and grow. So what would that look like? If you are working in an office and you're negotiating a contract, let's say, whether it's with a real estate contract or it's a business to business or business to consumer, it doesn't matter. But let's say you have this contract and you don't fill in something exactly correct on the first time. And you take it to the boss or to the customer or to the client and they say, hey, you missed this, okay? A unhealthy response to that mistake is, oh no, I'm bad, I should be ashamed, I'm not worthy, I'm stupid, I'm forgetful, I should have known better, right? All of those heavy, heavy energies. And those are designed to keep you oppressed, okay? And that's what we're getting past and getting through right now. So instead, in that situation, what should you do? And I'm using the should on purpose because we have to purposely shift from oppression into freedom, okay? And so what is it that you do to move out of those toxic, heavy, oppressive energies and into liberation? Well, step one is you acknowledge the mistake. And this is what a healthy acknowledgement of that mistake looks like. Oh my gosh, I made a mistake. There's no emotional energy attached to that acknowledgement. It's like, oh, awareness, bing, I made a mistake. Look at that. I'm a human. I'm allowed to make mistakes. I get to learn something here. That's number one. Number two, you get to apologize. And I'm using the word apologize on purpose because the word I'm sorry is one of those toxic, demeaning, oppressive words, right? We're not going to say I'm sorry. I'm not sorry. I made a mistake. I'm a human. I apologize. And step three, I'm going to fix it. So the idea of taking personal responsibility, which is what that apology is, and then moving that personal responsibility into action of actually resolving the problem is where the personal empowerment comes in. And this is not what we've been taught. And so it's going to be very interesting to see how this presents and shows up for you in your experience, because you're not doing it the old way. You're not doing the old pattern of, oh, I'm ashamed, I'm critical, I'm oppressed. Instead, you're going, oh, look, I messed up. I acknowledge that I messed up and I apologize. I take responsibility for that mess up and I'm going to fix it. And then you do the fix. Now, it's important to understand none of this includes emotion. None of this includes a lot of thoughts. It's in this space in between, which is a space of neutrality. And that's the part that's going to be most difficult for most folks, is because they're so accustomed to having that oppressive feeling or thought come in that they don't even know that they can do this process through neutrality. And I promise you, you can. So what does it require to do it in neutrality? Number one, it requires that you understand and believe that just because you do something, it doesn't mean that's who you are. Okay? You do things. It doesn't indicate the totality of who you are. It's just an aspect. It's just a thing. It's something that happened. It's something that was gifted to you to learn from. And if you can acknowledge that one wonderful thing, then it will be miraculous in your ability to be able to find neutrality, because you're getting to learn something. You're getting to educate yourself on you and what you want to do and where you want to go and the kind of person you want to be. And that leads to number two. It gives you the idea of an expansive level of integrity. Integrity, personal integrity, right? This is the person that I choose to be. I choose to speak truth. I messed up. I apologize, and I'm going to fix it. That all is truthful. If you can, in neutrality, say, oh, wow, I missed that. Wow. Okay, I apologize. I'm going to fix it and get it right back to you. And then do that in that neutrality. There comes a level of integrity that's able to be integrated into your mind, into your emotions, into your physical body, that allows you to be integrous all the time. And that integrity then will lead you to the opportunity to welcome events of learning as opposed to push them away and not want them. Because if you're afraid to make a mistake, you're afraid to grow. And that's the entirety of why we're here, is to learn and to grow. So hopefully this has been helpful for you. Please share this with anyone that could benefit. And also make sure that you subscribe to this channel. Click the bell so that you get notifications. Also, I'm going to put the link in so that you can download the Love Warrior Prayer that was given to me through Archangel Michael back in 2016 and 17. And you can get that and join my community so that you can do your part in helping the world change and evolve into all that we desire it to be. I love you. I appreciate you. You are valuable and important, and you are the creator and the master of your own experience. I love you.